Valencia, the third largest city in Spain, a Roman colony from 138 BC, home to the City of Arts and Sciences, and a Formula One track.
It's right out and away we go. It's a decent start for Sebastian Vettel. Raikkonen tries to go around the outside of Maldonado this time, and he's got the racing line. Look at that, Vettel's going slowly. And Vettel's got a major problem. Fernando Alonso leads.
Or at least it used to be.
In 2026, the Formula One World Championship is going to be hosting two races in Spain. The first, the Barcelona-Catalunya Grand Prix. You know, the track that saw Lewis Hamilton take his maiden win for Ferrari. And the second is a new dedicated racetrack being built in Madrid, imaginatively called the Mad Ring.
On a 10-year contract, the new Spanish Grand Prix gets its title from the portmanteau of Madrid and Ring.
The Mad Ring is one of these modern F1 tracks. It's a hybrid track where it's part dedicated racetrack, part dedicated street circuit. Kind of like a lot of tracks these days. What if I was to tell you that Spain already has one of these? But where in Valencia is this track? Can I go to it? What does the circuit look like today? And why did it disappear? So hello the internet, welcome back to Studio J, and I'd like to invite you to come with me on an adventure to find a forgotten and abandoned Formula One track.
For 5 years, the city of Valencia hosted the European Grand Prix, and it was like most modern tracks that are introduced in the current era of Formula One, that it is part street circuit, part racetrack. With a 5.49 kilometre length, 25 turns, and an estimated top speed of 323 kilometres per hour, it was a circuit that was often likened to Monaco, mainly on its difficulty to overtake on.
Mark Webber even called it in one post-race interview, the fastest moving car park on the planet. And it's not like this track didn't see its fair share of famous winning drivers, with drivers like Felipe Massa, Rubens Barrichello, Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso, with Vettel taking 2 victories at this circuit for Red Bull. Because this was a track that was won by some of F1's greatest names and featured one of Formula One's more memorable crashes of this century. So memorable, in fact, that where I'm talking to you now from the internet is the place of worship marked on Google Maps as Flying Mark Webber. 5 stars indeed.
Where is the track?
Well, it is about a 20-minute walk from the City of Arts and Sciences in Valencia. You know, the place where Cassian Andor shot Mon Mothma's limo driver. Up there. Which I would be filming this bit of the video from had it not been closed. And the place tomorrow where I'm going to be filming a total solar eclipse, weather permitting of course. But looking at this you would think, wait a minute, this isn't an F1 track. It's because it's not. Now the track itself is about a kilometre further down the former riverbed of the River Turia, which was drained and diverted following a fairly catastrophic flood, I believe in the 90s. You can get to the track by taking a tram or by walking. And if you're walking, there is a rather annoying railway line that is in the way. And you have to cross a bridge, which is the same bridge that the tram uses. So really, you're best off taking the tram. The tram is only 4 minutes, whereas walking is 20. But once you're past the railway line and off the tram, the circuit is open, it's accessible. You just have to cross this bridge over what's left of the river, and you're on tarmac that saw the likes of Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen, and Michael Schumacher. Which this does answer the question.
Can I go to it?
Well, yes, you can go to it.
What does the track look like today?
Here we are, this is racetrack, this is tarmac. You're about to set foot. I'm going to cross track limits. We're on racetrack. F1 circuit. This is...
Is this the pit entry?
No, this is the dedicated racetrack bit. Pit entry is over there. You can just see the buildings that the pit box is.
Oh, right,
This
yeah.
part was circuit. This part was actual track.
So is that a service road to the right?
That's probably, yeah, service road. What all these sheds and shacks are that people have built?
Are people there?
I don't know. That's the crash barrier.
Yeah. I think there was a timing. Those
Timing.
lines might be timing
Line?
related.
Because this track was in use when DRS came in.
Yeah.
Because DRS came in 2011. This track was used in 2011 and 2012.
So was that a detection point then, going into the next straight? No.
Oh, this is pretty long and straight. This could, I can't remember
Oh,
what the
is
DRS
that the
zones
DRS
were.
ended point
But
then?
look, that is red
Yeah.
and white checkers, or red and white alternating. That is a racetrack.
And track limits.
Time deleted.
Yeah.
We're not going to be putting in any fast times to save the internet because it is. Picked a hell of a day for this. It's 33 degrees and we're walking around on tarmac, and I would be willing to bet this tarmac is. Whoa! That is hot. James did it as well. We both have very warm hands. This is one of those races that would absolutely obliterate soft tyres. Hard tyres only. Certainly on a day like today.
Yeah, but back then weren't there?
Oh, it was the rainbow of
It was
tyres.
the rainbow of tyres.
Yeah. I mean, it would still have been like, no, we're going hards on this because if we go softs or super softs, they will melt. The dedicated racing part of the circuit is perhaps possibly the most interesting part of this track, because what I'm on here is clearly a racetrack, and I just broke track limits.
Yeah, you can see where the fences were, but
Yeah.
it's just been cut off.
Well, some of the old Google photos of this place show catch fences still here. I mean, that's even still sponsored by UBS, y'all. Yeah, this is F1 track. You can see the circuits going off over in that direction. Absolute madness that it's just been left.
Since its abandonment, the track part of the circuit has slowly become somewhat of a shanty town, with tents, shacks and other makeshift buildings popping up in increasing numbers over the years, as they have gone from just a scattering of buildings that first started appearing in 2020 and slowly expanding over the intervening years as to what there is today in 2026.
And there they are, old catch fences. What's left of the track that someone has turned into their house by the looks of it. Toilet.
And while scouting around for places to film parts of this video, I stumbled on something that, considering the shantytown around us, I should have expected, but was nonetheless still grossed out over.
That is way deeper than I expected. Was this timing towers? It's just there's poo everywhere. What on earth? And I suspect, I have a horrible suspicion, it's not dog poo.
So poo-infested location scouting over, we moved towards the street track half of this circuit, where we came across Mark Webber's description of this track, made manifest.
And then the next bit of the track is just a car park now. It's even been painted over with car parking symbols and lines, but you can still see the bits of the track that are still there. This is definitely track furniture. So in this part of the track, we have the road, which is where the old start-finish straight was. There's a start box there. There's the runoff side. We reckon this concrete strip is the catch barrier. Then we have the pit wall. We are now walking along the pit lane, not the fast lane. The fast lane is here, but pit box markers still here after all this time. I wonder which the Ferrari garage was. Where were they in 2008? Well, that was the last championship they won.
So they'd be right down there.
No, yes.
No, they'd be down there. Yeah, first.
So at some point the internet, this was a Ferrari pit box. Hallowed ground. And there's the stop line. And then there is what is probably the most iconic part of the Valencia street circuit, or the European Grand Prix as it was officially called, the swing bridge. Now this bridge is permanently open all year round because it's an access to the harbour, but I am told that it closes once or twice a year just to make sure that everything does work. And that in 2008, the first race that was hosted here, they craned yachts into the harbour because they were too big to get through the bridge. They really did try to make this place Monaco, but worse. But seeing all this still here, you have to wonder,
Why did it disappear?
so from 2008 to 2012, this track hosted the European Grand Prix. It was announced in 2007, having signed a deal for a 7-year race contract to go from 2008 to 2014. And once that race contract had expired in 2014, there was the possibility that it was going to alternate with the Barcelona Grand Prix each year. One here, one in Barcelona. And it's not like this track's poor reputation for good racing action is what sealed its fate. I mean, after all, we still have to endure Monaco with and without the walls each year. That being Monaco and Hungary. But it was in fact just due to an economic downturn and unfortunately local corruption that saw this track end its F1 career 2 years early, with F1 management allowing Valencia to be released from its race contract ahead of the stated end period under the one provision that they did not sell or move or repurpose any of the trackside furniture such as crash barriers, catch fences, or even really clean up.
Although as the years have gone by, the ban on repurposing seems to have been largely ignored, with catch fences being used to cordon off car parks and even form a football court near the swing bridge. However, there are still echoes of what once was, a racetrack that hosted the pinnacle of motorsport for 5 years. And now what remains is just left, standing vigil over a track that may never see a race car again.
So, thank you the internet for watching this little mini documentary. It's been a very interesting day of filming and a very, heartbreaking day of filming as well, seeing what the track has become now, even worse than what it was when I did my research on Google Images the weeks before this trip even happened. It has been a dramatic change and not what I expected. But thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much. If you have enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing as well to the channel. It lets me know as a creator what you fine folks out there in the big wide world are enjoying. And if you want to see more of things like this, more mini documentaries, more things on maybe a bit F1 related or anything like that, let me know down in the comments below. And now, it's about 8:30. I've done some location scouting for tomorrow because tomorrow it's Eclipse Day and I'm going to be filming it from here. So thank you for watching, and biggest shout out I have is to the man that is holding the camera right now, cameraman James. Wave your hand in front of the camera. There he goes. He does exist, he's real. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.